Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 239, Lamar, Dinosaurs Hotel, Part 3.
Well, Joe, I found this one on Tubi. It's not a Tubi original. And basically, what was that? Lost Kingdom, when they brought back Jurassic Park. That's basically this movie, but with a lower budget. Just one part, the weird part from that movie where they had dinosaurs in a haunted castle or in a mansion.
Full disclaimer, we haven't seen Part 1 and 2,
No.
but our first category, Lamar, is what do we think of the story?
These people that have done, sketchy things in their lives, they're kidnapped and they're brought into this hotel and they have to participate in certain games to live, and they have to go up against dinosaurs that are in the hotel, or I guess around the hotel as well. I don't know how they get the dinosaurs. Was that ever explained?
Probably in Part 1 or 2, Lamar.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So yeah, but also it's being watched for sport by rich people as well.
It combines a whole bunch of other movies, pretty much.
Oh yeah, it combines a whole. It's like Hunger Games, of course, Jurassic Park,
Surviving the Game,
maybe Saw, but that might be too much of a stretch.
The Cube.
Yes,
man. I really like the premise and some of like the setup of it. I just feel like it didn't go anywhere or kind of meandered or something, right?
Meandered is a good thing it's a good thing that you said that, because it starts off, ominous. This woman just gets, what does she get, like killed or something? She does get killed.
Yeah. Does start off good.
Meandering.
Yeah.
Is a good word.
A good portion of the movie is them just saying to each other, like, we gotta get out of here. What would you rate it for story?
I'll give it a half a point.
Yeah, I guess it's a half. It could have been something.
Yeah, I agree. It could have been something. I really do agree. But we haven't seen, one or two, maybe it was better. I don't know.
Well, our next category, Lamar, is what do we think of them characters?
Well, we have returning person that we have of interest, May Kelly. She is the redheaded white woman once again. She gets trapped in there.
We've seen her in a bunch of movies. Does she ever play like just a nice gal? Like she's always some kind of criminal or a derelict.
She has an edge to her character. I don't think she always plays a derelict, but it's always like she has something.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Somebody give her a different part, please. Maybe a nun or something.
You don't know. You never know.
Okay, she's in it.
There's a couple that's there that they have some hidden secrets of their marriage.
The villains.
The villains.
The villains were kind of over the top fun, I suppose.
Maybe they needed more of that. And in my overall review, I'm going to compare this to one of my favorite B movies. You probably know which one I'm talking about.
Which one?
Jurassic Games.
Jurassic Games, okay.
Jurassic Games did something better that this movie did not do so well. So,
I mean, I think the characters, they weren't awful, but they were all kind of bland. There was one villain that was pretty good, but for the most part, the characters are forgettable, I guess.
Yes.
I'm going to give it a half point for characters.
Yes, okay, half point. Yeah. They had a variation. I'll give them that, but yeah, they were all kind of bland, random, in together.
Well, our next category is dinosaurs. What do we think of the dinosaurs?
They had raptors. They had what's the one with the thing that flashes out from the neck? What's that called?
I don't know.
It was in Jurassic Park where it killed.
Paleontologist Lamar.
You might be. Maybe it's a hobby. But it's the one that like spit all that stuff out in Jurassic Park, the first one. There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex and pterodactyls.
They're in there. However, they're not in there enough, in my opinion.
Back to the meandering. That's the problem. Not enough dinosaurs.
They got involved doing other obstacles, too. Where it should have just been dinosaurs.
Jurassic Games.
Dinosaur Hotel, Lamar.
They didn't see Jurassic Games. That's their problem with this movie.
What are you giving it for dinos?
Very half a point. What are you giving it?
I'm going to generously give it a half a point because there just wasn't enough. Our next category, Lamar, is special effects.
Like I said, people's heads get bit off a lot.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the easy go-to effect. What other, did anything else happen? Were there any limbs ripped off or anything like
There's
that?
some stuff. Of course, the dinosaurs are a special effect, but at first they were doing a good thing with the dinosaurs because they kind of had them in a like a haze a little bit. They were a little out of focus, and
Yes.
it kind of worked with the lighting. This because the cinematography in this movie was decent, and then they started to expose them a little too much, and it got a little
Yeah,
wonky. I will give it a half a point.
I agree.
Now, Lamar, our last category. Of course, this is a franchise which we haven't seen the first two of, but after seeing this, what do we rate it? Does it make us want to go back and watch the others and or see more of these?
Yes and no, because I will say yes because I do like the premise. I think it's silly.
Hmm.
The problem is they don't follow the gimmick. Jurassic Games followed the gimmick because you had different dinosaurs or creatures in different areas. They weren't just running around and stuff like that, you know. And I think with this movie, it's just like, we'll just copy and paste some raptors into there and
Yeah.
just,
What if they go back in time to Lamar? Now,
and
let's
watch Jurassic Games.
no, you go back in time, and it's like the first guy that thought of the idea of opening up a hotel. And it turns out
Okay.
like he built his hotel on cursed dinosaur land. And that's what
Okay.
caused that to become infested with dinosaurs. And it seems throughout history that one hotel has always got the dinosaurs in it. Thus, it's called Dinosaurs Hotel. And you can have different eras, like the old West era. It's still got dinosaurs. Every time they kill them, they come back.
If they make these movies, does the cast and crew ever watch Jurassic Games?
Sure.
Okay, you might have me on that one because they need to see Jurassic Games. Jurassic Games did this way better.
Yeah. Well, what are you giving it for franchise?
Half a point.
Half point. Yeah, I agree. It's like I don't know. I guess I have to watch the other two now because you'd assume that this one would be better, but maybe not. I don't know.
We don't know, Joe. We don't know.
Well, Lamar, we've tallied the score, and this movie gets a 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, you need to have more consistency of the dinosaurs. And I'll say this. Okay, Dinosaur Hotel, fine. What if they did something where it's like the dinosaurs like escape into the hotel and then they
Mm.
have to run around and get them? Because the whole game thing, I don't know if I like it or not.
What if people went on the Tower of Terror, Lamar, and then when they come down, they end up in like a bizarro world where the dinosaurs are checking into the hotel and the people are the ones that are trying to kill them?
See, I like that idea. I like that. You don't even need to watch Jurassic Games for that one. I like that
All
idea.
right. Well, does that wrap it up then, Lamar?
Yeah, it does.
Peace.
Deuces.
Make your best. What's your best dinosaur sound?
I don't have dinosaurs. Oh, that was a dinosaur?
Maybe.
That was a dinosaur too?
Yeah. What do you know? You don't know about dinosaurs.
I'm just asking questions. I
Well,
didn't
that's how
say
they
anything.
sound, Lamar.
Yeah.
Because I went all the way to the past. I heard how they sound, and I came back and I made the sound for you.
Well, thank you. That was that one that fans out. He had like a or something like that. Something weird. I don't know.